Welcome everyone to the home of the War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, the place simply known to some as the Dome. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gators will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Florida State Seminoles offense takes the field to start this game off. The Sunshine State is so rich in talent. Each other in many cases for a long time, and that brings the intensity to a fever pitch.
And they do not like each other. These 3 of the 4 years that I was a part of this rivalry game, there were bench-clearing brawls in the middle of the field before opening kickoff. This game just feels different.
Wants to throw on second down. He lets it fly. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just missed his man, gave him just a...
On the
This crowd bringing the energy and noise through it. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. Hit the afterburners, kid. The 10. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gators.
Touchdown.
That was a... offense. Looking for a gap. It's Gibson. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets him to the 28. Seminoles were able to squeak out a close one the last time they saw the Gators.
And in that game, the Seminoles just made more plays. It reminded me of back in 1998.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook.
On second down.
Big play on second down. Now it's third down. Guys, you might know Florida State was once a women's college. Didn't start playing football until later. And in fact, didn't start playing the Gators until 1958.
Even though they haven't been playing a long time, this game has featured so many of the biggest names in the sport. Think about Bobby Bowden, Steve Spurrier on the sidelines, Charlie Ward, Chris Swanky, Tim Tebow, Danny Werfel, Heisman Trophy winners. This game has had it all.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, the San Antonio early in this game, fourth down in their own end. They go for it and randomly pick it up.
Want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Chris. They're sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. Out of the shotgun on third down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's McCoy. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
The Seminoles will snap it on first and 10. He wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, no! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
The biggest thing is identifying line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process.
The Gators want to pick up the tempo. snap, wants to throw it on third. Gets it out fast. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much more.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Florida State.
The Gators look to keep this drive humming. Handoff from the gun. Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15.
Second down.
He's going to pass on second down. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, hoping to make that complete.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida.
Touchdown, Florida.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown.
Looking deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to be it.
On second down.
Broke on second down, but third down's coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Snags it on the right. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
You know, oftentimes in college football,
the Gators sending the offense back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
it's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved in our defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Using the quick game. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
There's a reason 3rd down is called for money. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. The play action fake. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer. You're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass the
doesn't need to take the check down. Nowhere. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, you know it's passing situations. Man, candy bar the door. Let's rush the passer, bring everybody. You know what's coming. Get after the QB, and you cause the fumble. Great 3rd down execution by the team.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. They finally make the stop at the big run. It's plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. The Knowles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Give to the running back. Not enough space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that. Seminoles are marching down the field. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown. A 1st down for the offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Line gets set, 1st down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock band. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running...
And the quarterback is snowed under. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
That's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play.
Just keeps moving. And he left the 1st defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
1st down for the offense.
They'll give it to him again. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Gators will hustle to the line.
2nd down.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And here on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back to the 43.
Giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
What a weapon this kicker is. When you've got leg talent like that, you're liable to score from anywhere on the field. close to midfield, you can put 3 on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next one.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. The Seminoles brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and drive.
You just need to have more efficiency in the passing game. This guy completed exactly 50% of his throws the last game. Well, not good enough. And he's below that number in this game. Still not good enough.
That's caught. It's McCoy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Noles want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Runs through the tackle. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got his hand down the middle. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
It's a great design on offense on that pass play there. You see they clear out the middle of the field. They leave a huge space wide open for the quarterback to attack. Nice timing on the throw.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He makes the connection. The Seminoles have enough for the 1st down.
First downs is that this drive alone. This defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Going up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Gonna run it. It's Gibson. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Gilliam. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. This quarterback part of their running game.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
He caught it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, no! And they add 6. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to to this team.
The Gators in the hurry-up.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Here comes the offense on second down. Let's go. He's looking to throw. He's straight downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to throw it again. Got a man.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. We're in a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Gator. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 3.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create, sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback checking off. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Working the middle, it's complete. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in, they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200.
Gonna take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 20. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCoy. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. From the gun. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
It's now second and goal to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. He makes a grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to run it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Seminole. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, gentlemen. Seldom do the rational turn irrational the way they do when these two teams and fan bases get together in the Sunshine Showdown. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Florida State and Florida plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help some, alleviate some.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Well, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys swiping at it. You've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
And that pass picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. And the Gators are in the hurry-up.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So for the offense, you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Brings up second down.
On second down, looking again to throw. Got his man quickly. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They're going to run it. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. He's looking to pass. down by just a field goal. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
To the wide out.
Kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lined up.
Looking to throw on second down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he gets downfield for the big catch.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action, maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
He'll toss it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. The back goes in motion. On second down, wants to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The Seminoles are rolling down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Now the toss. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more for that trip to the house.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. When you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops while we'll get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
The Gators want to move quickly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Gators line up to punt it away. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at 23. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job at play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 40 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Snags it over the middle. Stopped after making the catch. The Knowles have pushed it inside the 20. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Gilliam. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles! That's him. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this field.
I hear you, Jesse, but not paying time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, but he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the 1st down.
For the offense.
He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the right. Complete in the middle. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Gator! Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's McCoy. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain here. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the call calls.
Is that a secret we've been calling this game all day? Clutch situation around midfield. You need a 1st down. You give it to him. Nice job running the football physically, getting the 1st down.
And the Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Got a man, it's McCoy. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. No running back on the field, 5 wide on 2nd and 1. He's got his man. He steps out of bounds, but he's got it up for a 1st down. The Seminoles are on the move. They'll throw it on 1st down. Getting some heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's McCoy. And a nice grab with a finger right on him, and he's down at the 20. On the move. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. To is not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Offense gets set for second down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Seminoles! First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. This defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. The Seminoles have it back up, trying to get that offensive spear flaming. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Looking for a crease. It's Gibson. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Kicks up 5 down to 14. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
1st down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Finds a spot in the middle. Now they've got even more. A fresh set of downs. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. He wants to throw it again. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet, it's raining, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job on the defense, forcing it with the assist from the weather.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Runs through a tackle. And he has a solid gain before the defense bobbles him up.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Noles will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They knock him down after a pickup for 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Trying to pound their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Pushes for the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got
touchdown, Florida State! And the punishment has been extended now. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another